Hey guys, it's Todd from Like-Minded Lunatics bringing you another drink, play, swear. It's all we do around here, all we care to do. Bringing you, don't know if you're new to the area, but we bring you a classic game, usually a classic one. Have a beverage with it, pair it with a beverage, and share a story. So we're glad you're here, and we're glad you're a like-minded lunatic. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please join the family of like-minded weirdos, wingnuts, and dingbats as we get through COVID. Mark and I started this channel back in March, trying to flex our creative muscles. We are fiction writers and performers in the San Antonio and Austin area, and we found a way to continue doing what we do, but in a new format. Speaking of that, our original stuff we are putting out in the YouTube format now. The Adventures of Hero Man, wrapping that up on the channel. Check out that playlist. You can find more up there. Also, we did our When Wade Tried to Save the World. That's a 4-parter. Check out those as well. Also, of course, you got Mark Friday night videos and Monday video matchups, and me doing these drink, play, swears. So we're glad you're with us. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Like and comment every once in a while if you want to. Keep the comments nice, or we'll tie up the comment, throw it in the trunk of an 83 Datsun, and just drive it right off a cliff. Just kidding. The 83 Datsun was a hatchback. It didn't have a trunk. So we throw you... not you. We're not throwing you in the... This is not a threat. I'm just saying, don't do the rude comments. Anyway, what are we playing today? Todd, why don't you just get to the game already? That's what they care about. All right, well, let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Quick note about this game. And here it is in its cartridge glory. This is Ninja Gaiden from 1989. Now... me and my friends, we always grew up calling this game Ninja Gaiden. Because it's spelled A-I-D-E-N. Ninja Gaiden. That's what I thought it was. That's what we all thought it was. Come to find out, everyone else says Ninja Gaiden. Everyone except my group of friends. So every once in a while, I might accidentally call it Ninja Gaiden because that's just what I'm used to. You know, it's like the first time you found out you were saying a word wrong or something. It's hard to go back. You know, it's hard to get it right. We grew up playing Street Fighter II a lot, and we were playing Street Fighter II Turbo quite a bit, and we called, in fact, it's the name of the character in this game too, we called the character Ryu, right? You called him Ryu. Lots of people did anyway, and then you get Super Street Fighter II came out, and they had this little narrator at the beginning of it. You remember that guy? It was not a very good narrator, but you select the character and it goes, Ryu! We were like, I'm not saying that. You know, even if it's right, I'm not saying that. Well, I'll try to say Ninja Gaiden from time to time. Okay, so we're playing Ninja Gaiden, a great game, and we are pairing it with another heavy hitter. This is a Jim Beam. What color is my beverage? Is that not appetizing? I don't know. I like to do a Coke normally. Ran out of Coke. So this is a seltzer and cranberry. Ooh. I don't know. I'm just going with what I have. It's a pandemic, friends. All right. Anyway, I'm Todd. Hit subscribe. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's play a little Ninja Gaiden. Okay. Great game. Also, one of the all-time rage quitters for me. I have angrily quit this game literally hundreds of times, and I will probably do so today. But bang right out of the gate, great music. Mark, can you do me a favor and turn the music up on this one?
Yeah, man, no problem.
Thanks. Great soundtrack, infuriating game, but every level has a good song. Good original song. 8-bit glory. I was playing Castlevania before. I think Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden, two of the best soundtracks. I mean, you know, you could argue best song, you could go on and on about, well, Mario's more memorable or Sonic is more memorable or something. But I'm talking about, like, the whole album, you know? The soundtrack as a whole. Who's better than Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden? I'm not sure there are any. So, today I wanted to tell you another story from back in my Books of Wonder days. I told one of those stories before. Mark, if you could pull that up there for folks, the Susan Sarandon story. When I met Susan Sarandon and lost her purse, yep, sure did that. Today I'm going to tell you a story about the same year. This would have been 2007 or so. Living in New York City, working at an independent children's bookstore. And as I've said before, you encounter famous folks. I encountered the one and only Uma Thurman. That's right. Uma. So, I have never had like especially fond feelings of Uma. I mean, obviously her movies are great. Pulp Fiction, amazing. The Kill Bill movies, just amazing. But I never really I don't know, thought she was all that compelling. And then when she walks into the bookstore one day. Well, I'll get there. Okay, I'll get there. Let me start this story by talking about a little 8-year-old, 9-year-old girl who used to come into the bookstore, and we'll get to Uma eventually. Okay? So, working at the bookstore, there were lots of young folks who were regulars there, and these big city New York kids, man, they're riding the subway on their own. They're street smart. They're savvy. They know what they're doing. And this girl who would come in was exactly that. She was precocious. She was smart. She was very kind, and loved to read. And she was always come in and really challenge the staff because. You see that? Ninja. How did he die? At the funeral, Well, I know he was on a mission to save his father. Did he die at the hands of a great master of martial arts? Nah, he missed the ladder. What? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No. We have video evidence of it. He did like a crazy backflip off of the ladder, and just died. He was distracted by the fact that there were bats for no reason. Heavyweight boxers. Look at that man. Heavyweight boxer just walking off the edge of a cliff. I mean, you could see how he'd be distracted. Anyway, it would not be a great obituary for this. For Ryu. Fell off a ladder. So, this girl's always coming in. She's constantly challenging the staff. And Books of Wonder was a really cool place where book lovers worked. And, your first day at that job, you didn't sign a W-4 form. They didn't even tell you how much you were going to make or how to use the cash register. You sat in the basement. Which sounds awful, but basement of a bookstore is a really serene place. It's like a library, basically. And they just brought you books. Shout out to Lee Burnley. Lee, if you watch, thanks for hanging out. My first day there, just real quick aside story before we get to Uma. You're like, I'm fast forwarding to Uma. It's worth it. Hang in, please. First day at Books of Wonder. Sitting in the basement, not knowing what to expect, and she says, "Today you just read." Oh, you see this? You see what this game? First day you just read, and started with picture books, just dozens and dozens. She says, "You know kids' books?" I said, I know Dr. Seuss. What do you mean? What am I doing? Am I even going the right way? What's happening? This is awful. I was going the wrong way. I got distracted. My cousin Ricky, who does the music for us all the time, he was joking around the other day in a text to me saying, working on something for you guys. You know how you're so bad at all the games? Wait, what are you talking about? I'm not bad at these games. It's hard to tell a story and play a game at the same time. Anyway. Which version of the aside should I go back to before I tell the real story? I think I'm 3 asides in. Okay, I'm going to see if I can finish this up and do it right. So the first day at Books of Wonder, you read a bunch of books, and you start out with picture books, but then they start bringing like chapter books in, and by the end of your first shift, 8, 9, 10 hours, you've read a ton of books, and they do that precisely for the reason that on day 2, you're able to start recommending stuff. So now I can come back to the 8, 9-year-old girl that even on your second day in the office, you know how to recommend books, and they encourage you to take book home. Game over. They encourage you to take books home and read. You can borrow them. Oh. It's not just me. You've played this game. If you haven't played it in a while, pick it up again. You could really see how a kid threw their Nintendo out the window playing this game. So, she comes in one day. This young woman who's very smart, very precocious, comes in one day, and she's got her mother with her. And dun dun dun, her mom is Uma Thurman. And I am completely starstruck, didn't expect to be. And thankfully, I saw her come in through the swinging doors, the revolving door, and then they went straight to shopping, no eye contact to me, and I was able to gather myself. So, it was the beginning of the day, 10 or 11 in the morning. We opened at 10, and so there aren't any other customers in the place, which I imagine is how famous people like it, right? No crowds. And they walk around and get a couple of books. And I'm getting myself ready. But just keep in mind, before I tell the rest of the story, we haven't had any customers yet today. I just got to the register. So they walk up, and I'm trying to play it cool. My version of playing it cool is like trying to be bored. And so I tend to yawn a lot when I'm bored. I mean, when I'm trying to pretend I'm bored. So I'm pretty sure I was up there. Good morning, yawning. Now I'm really yawning. Just desperately trying to play it cool. Look at this. Where are we? Have you ever noticed in this game, you got like not just the boxers, commandos. This man seems to be with some sort of motorcycle gang. What's happening? What is the nature of this? Are we in a Mayan temple? What is the nature of this crime syndicate? So, I'll wrap up. So, they finally walk up. The little girl I've known for a while, and Uma Thurman. She hands me a black Amex card. And just sitting here with you, I'm remembering now that this must have been early on in New York for me, maybe 06 or into 07. But it was the first time that I had encountered the black Amex card, which is a special card. There are rumors that you can't even apply for it, that you have to be an A-lister, that it just shows up in the mail one day. It has no limit. But I will say it's metal and it's heavy. When you're handed it, it feels like something is happening, like it's an event. So that threw me off. First I was ready to be thrown off because it's Uma, then it's a black card. You can't scan this card. You just can't scan this card. It's it's too thick. It doesn't have an actual a stripe on the back. So first thing Uma says to me is, "Oh, you have to punch it in." So I put the numbers in, and as I'm getting ready to put the numbers in, all I have to do is hit enter, hand her stuff, and I've made it clear without doing something too horrifying. And I go to hit enter. And that's when I see a little Hershey's rectangle out of its wrapper sitting on the enter key. And this is my exact conversation with Uma Thurman. I remember it verbatim because this is another classic example of me just really putting my foot in my mouth. So, I see the chocolate. Look at this hawk. These hawks I've had nightmares about. I'm not... I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating, it's not hyperbole. I have had nightmares about those hawks. So, I'm about to punch the number in. Oh, look at that! Oh, and I saw the bullets too. Saw the bullets, game over. We're going to give it one more try because I'm still telling the story. So, I say, oh, Uma says, right, it's like a script, you can see it written out. Uma says, what? I say, there's chocolate there. She says, like a mom, must have been the chocolate fairy. Must have been the chocolate fairy. I say, yeah. Then, out of nervousness, I eat the chocolate. I just pick it up, and... So I put my foot in my mouth, and the unwrapped chocolate from someone the day before, because I didn't know what to do. Oh man, the little girl, I wish I knew her name. The little girl is just rolling her eyes at me, and now that I think about it, she has to be grown now. That little girl has to have gone through college already.
Pause. That little girl must be in college by now. That little girl would be Maya Hawke, star of Stranger Things and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Research and preparation, that's what we pride ourselves on here at Like-Minded Lunatics. All right, back to Todd.
But she was very nice and put up with me. And they took their books and left. But yeah, that's another great example of me just getting it wrong. Oh, this level is so infuriating. Okay, who are these guys? How much are they paying these guys to just stand around? And who is this? Like that person, like a Grim Reaper woman? And then army men, hawks. Look at this. How could you... I'm coming up on like a part that I wanna be in front of you to show you I can do it. I know I'm early in the game. It's embarrassing to be this intent. Look at that. Toast. Well, that's me. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, we'll do it again. Okay, we'll play a little more. It's almost Thanksgiving here at Like-Minded Lunatics, and I don't know what you guys have planned, but I'm getting excited to eat. I get so excited about Thanksgiving. It's, love Halloween, love Christmas, but Thanksgiving is wonderful, and my wife really hit the nail on the head about Thanksgiving. That, there's no gifts, there's no pressure of buying the perfect gift for someone. There's no pressure of having the coolest costume. It's just let's eat and have a good time. And so what a wonderful thing. And I know it's COVID and it's weird and maybe we won't, you won't be able to spend time with all of the people. I definitely don't want to spend any time with this hawk. You won't be able to spend your time with all the people that you wish you could. But I hope you guys are safe. If this is broadcasting after Thanksgiving, then I hope you were safe. Thanks for being with us here at Like-Minded Lunatics. I hope you are a like-minded weirdo with us. Obviously, I'm not beating this today, but I've still, after all these years, I've never beaten this game. So that's no surprise to me. But thanks for being with us. Like, subscribe, and comment. 1983 Datsun. Hatchback. I just want you to remember, before you start before you start correcting people online, don't do it. Don't do it. Just, if you have the desire to get online and comment about somebody's stuff and make them feel bad about themselves, just turn around and go have a Coke and a smile. You know what I mean? Go have a Coke and a smile. Okay, I don't have any Coke, but I'll have this cranberry seltzery business. And until I see you next time, I'm Todd. Yeah, I'm not finishing that. See ya.